Yeah, so here we go. Namaste, everybody. Welcome to the channel, and this is the sixth video in the continuation of our series on UPSC backups. So here it goes. It goes with the name UPSC backups. So in this series, we are discussing about multiple avenues, opportunities, which are there in the market, which you should explore or discover while you are preparing for CSE, or if you are going to prepare for CSE. Pardon for the interruption. CSE, as we all know, that is a very risky business. Like 8 lakh people, they appear in the examination. Out of those, only 10k make it to the mains, and out of those, only 3k make it to the interview, and out of those, less than 1k make it to the final list. And half of the people, more than half of the people, are unsatisfied with their services. So they reappear in the examination next year. So if you are writing the first mains, you should be aware of the fact that there are so many faces who have appeared, not only appeared in the interview, but even cracked it and are writing the mains with you. And the person who is evaluating the copies makes no distinction, right? These are the facts because of which there is a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of subjectivity because given the nature of the examination, like in mains examination, there are 9 papers, and in the interview also there is a lot of uncertainty and subjectivity depending on the board, depending on the day, of the mood of the panel members, and a lot of other factors. So these are some issues like which I faced, which I've been through, which I experienced, which I was exposed to during my CSE journey, and I have got enough of experience. I have done enough of research. This was my second mains. I'm waiting the result of it and hoping for an interview call. So I have got lots of friends from various backgrounds, and we were preparing at the same time, appearing at the different stages, living at the same time, same place. So I learned that what are the benefits of having a good, a solid backup, and if not the backup, like a solid degree with you. And people do not know, like it is a backup, but it is actually a backup for them because of the prudent decisions they took, knowingly or unknowingly, just after the school. So just after the school, we go to the university or the college and pursue a degree. So broadly, what we can do is we can divide the degrees in two major categories, right? So one is the technical or the professional degrees which are there, for example engineering or medicines, and on the other hand we have got other degrees like BA, BCom, BSc. So the first one, which I talked about, like the engineering or the medicine, like MBBS, if you are doing it from good college in the good branch, like IITs, IIM, some prestigious institutes, state level or the central level institutes, then undoubtedly they provide you a good cushion. So if you have exhausted like 2 to 3 attempts, if you are mentally exhausted and not getting success in your CSE, you can any way, any day, any time jump back to your core degree with the robust degree which you have, and with the experience you have got, maybe you can get into the job just after the engineering. Maybe you can practice your medicines for some time, for a couple of years, and it becomes very easy. Mentally you are free, like financially you are getting some income. If not, then you are sure that if you go and apply somewhere, you will get a job. So that is the benefit of getting a professional degree, making sure that you go to get into some professional courses like engineering or medicine just after your 12th. So it becomes very very important. This video, in fact this whole series, is all the more important. There's no such conversation, discussion on entire YouTube or in the coaching or elsewhere. Nobody talks about it, the topic which I have brought forward. And given the increasing competition day by day, like lots of people coming from all the regions, all the class, all the communities, academic backgrounds, they are aspiring for UPSC. So it becomes very important for them to be aware of these daunting facts and figures which I told you, and of these opportunities and avenues, so that they chart out a good strategy. This is the area where you should strategize, not only in reading Spectrum or Lakshmikant, right? The first thing is that if you are smart enough, if you have the information, if you have got that environment at your home, like your parents, they are into the services, then or if your parents are there, like who understand the value of a professional degree, then you will most probably go for engineering. Like you will get the uh, coaching for the JE and crack it, get into some good institute, and you're all sorted. If you are the person who are confused like what to choose, what to do in the future, then go for it, go for the professional degrees. This is the first thing. And if you end up getting into some courses which are other than your engineering or medicine, for example, like BA, BSc, or BBA, or BCom, something like that, no matter where it is, be it in the state universities or in the national universities like DU, like St. Joseph, like Ferguson. And then of course these colleges are good, like they have got a brand name, but still the degree remains that basic bachelor of arts or bachelor of commerce, which is of no utility as such, practically speaking. Yeah, right. So what I'm basically telling you is that out of all the degrees out there, it is any time, any day, better to go for the engineering, for the medicines, for the MBA from the IIM, and then enter into the UPSC, because you won't have to care about the backup. You won't have to give a damn on life, like how life would be in case if you do not get the success in CSE. And if you somehow land into the plain courses like the ones which I have talked about, then what you can do is you can go to DU. There are three colleges in DU which specifically deals with law. So what you can do is, this is a great choice, guys. This is a great choice. People often take drop. People often get obsessed or engrossed about the CSE, and they go and right away start preparing for the CSE just after the graduation. Suppose that there is a guy who is from DU, who has done a 3 year course, for example BA in DU, and then straight away go to ORN and prepare for your CSE. And on the other hand, we have got a guy who did the same course, like 3 year course, be it in the DU or somewhere else, and he got enrolled. He filled the form, gave the entrance test, and studied a little bit for it. And if he had like political science in his 3 years, then he would have you know fairly studied about a law and that all, and given the basic aptitude which comes in your entrance test, you can clear the entrance test and secure a place, a seat in your uh, DU LLB colleges. And then there you can pursue your LLB degree. And mind you guys, the program is just awesome. It's just awesome. I've got so many friends from there who were from DU, and then they got fantastic services allotted to them in CSE. So this is amazing. What happens is that there are two batches running. One is the day batch, and another one is the evening batch. In the evening batch, you will go to the college at 2 or 3, and then will study there like till 7 or 8. This is amazing. You have got a full day with you. So what you can do is study for your CSE at the same time. Most of the people there with who you will find in DU or somewhere else who are actually doing the LLB after the graduation would be preparing for CSE. This is not the case with those who are in NLU in the integrated law programs. So there are like 15 to 20 institutions, premier institutions for law in our country, which offer the courses which have the span of 5 years. They are integrated courses for the LLB. It goes with the name of BLLB. So if you do not have the interest in engineering, if you do not have the interest in medicines, and you wanna pursue something in humanities, you are a person who loves reading, not into the numbers, figures, not into the anatomy and morphology of the human body. So what you can do is go for this thing. It has got its own entrance test which goes with the name of CLAT, and if you clear it, then you get into the NLUs, that is national law universities. Very premier institutions they are. And if you have opted for the plain BA or BSc or BCom courses from any other university, then what you can do is you can go to Delhi. Now let us erase this all. Yeah, so you have reached to Delhi, and you will get the enrollment into your LLB course at DU. In the daytime or in the night time, in the evening batch, you will be preparing for your LLB, and for the rest of the time, you will be preparing for CSE. Now, the amazing thing is that what is amazing is that during this course, when you are preparing for LLB, you're not exclusively preparing for your law, because what you study here will come handy, will become very very useful in your CSE as well. You have got the GS paper 2, you have got politics, polity, constitution, governance and all in the prelims. It carries the weightage of like uh, 20 percentage of the entire paper. When we go to the mains, we have got GS2. In ethics it would help, in your essay it will help, and above all, it would give you a solid backup. Like if you do not get succeeded in your CSE, then you can anytime pursue your law as a practice, in either in the with some lawyer, or in the corporate firms, or as a litigator. This is the speciality of getting into the any law college. So I'll again take you through this thing. Like this is the bifurcation or a division done by me for the sake of understanding of various degrees which you can opt for. Uh, with like these simple degrees, what you can do is like a net JRF only, so as to become a professor. And with the degree in your law, what you can do is, now here is the picture. Yeah, and NLIU or National Law University offers you your integrated course in your UG and your LLB at the same time, like 5-year course. And this plain LLB, it is of 3 years. You can do it from DU or any other institutes. With DU, the advantage being that you will stay in Delhi, you'll get that environment of ORN or of Karol Bagh there. All the resources, all the coaching, if you want to take, join, they would be at your hand. And apart from that, you will get an ecosystem or the environment which is conducive for the CSE preparation in terms of the colleagues, classmates. So this would be amazing. I mean, in the people, the hostelers who live there in the DU, most of them prepare for the CSE, right? uh, this is something amazing. The overlap, I have said that if you are pursuing this degree, it does not mean that you are exclusively preparing for the law. The same subject would be there in your optional as well in the CSE. Apart from that, apart from the fact that they would help you in your optional, there would be a significant overlap with your GS2 and with the other uh, subjects as well in all the two stages. Nonetheless, it would give you the security, like mental peace and stability, like the financial security. This is a friend of mine, Sambhav. What he has done is he was unsuccessful in the CSE, so he has got himself enrolled in the bar council. Like he wrote the examination, and now he is eligible to argue in the courts. I guess in the Supreme Court, or sorry, in the High Court. I guess, yeah. And you can practice there in SC or SC. If you have got good skills, then you can have a bright future in the law as well. So I've seen many people, like a lot of friends of mine are there who worked on this path and are doing great in the CSC. Shubham Jain is there. He's an IPS, and he also had law with his optional, the field which he pursued his graduation in. And this is something very very amazing. Mm, this was very much what I had to say. Rest all, what we can do is you can end the video here, or if you want to listen to some other views, some other people, experts on this, then we can just scroll it down. So in the optional, it would anyway help you. It can help you in the essay as well. In the GS2, there is a significant overlap: governance, constitution, politics, social justice, international relations, society and social affairs. And there have been people like Soumya Sharma, like Tapasya Parihar, and quite many people you will see who had law in their graduation, and then they made it their optional subject in the CSE, and came off with flying colors. Now, this is an expert view. This sums up the entire discussion. Take up an option that is your backup option, right? With a degree in BA, BSc, BCom, etc., or some with some uh, non-lucrative branches in the CSE. Uh, Sorry, in your engineering, unlike CSE, non-CSE branches from a college which is not a top level college, from some uh, lower situated college in the NIRF ranking, it is better to any day go for your law. Engineering is a backup, doesn't help much in UPSC preparation, because you must have seen the engineers, they do not go for mathematics, not all of them. Very few of them choose mathematics in their optional. The reason being, it has got no utility, no overlap in your GS means, and that is why what the optionals which they choose are anthro, like socio, and they'll have to study these subjects for the first time in their life, so it takes them good amount of time to grasp them. So in case of law, you have got the law as not only the optional in your CSE, but also a significant portion of it appears in your GS. So this is why it is an interesting career opportunity which you should seek. Preparing for CSE and doing LLB is good only if law is your optional subject. Adding to this, the element of certainty, uncertainty that this exam has, LLB degree is an excellent backup option. No doubt, very rightly and aptly put. Anjali Singh, she is saying that I myself am pursuing 3 years LLB program from the University of Allahabad. I've never regretted this decision of mine. In fact, I'm learning law with great enthusiasm. Great, Aditi. Sorry, Anjali, wish you all the best, and I hope that you would become an excellent lawyer in the coming times. Swaraj Siddhant is saying that if you are willing to take no risk and feel like playing safe, law is the best backup plan. Many people aren't aware of it. Many people, they think that they have got this uh, degree in any stream, and now they have got the eligibility to appear for the CSE, and given the amount of efforts which they have put very dedicatedly, and in a disciplined manner, so now they would clear the CSE easily. No, not that easy is the picture. Well, I've told you enough. On the basis of the experience which I have got, I had the opportunity to interact with the people with diverse backgrounds, and a lot of friends of mine are there into the process, and a few of them have cleared. Like Shubham, I told you, if you want like to know more about how can they both go together, we can invite him anytime on our podcast. It's just put your views in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll be coming up with much more amazing content in the future, and do not miss to check out this series. This is an amazing series, a very helpful one, and these are not necessarily the backup options, but these are just other avenues and opportunities which you should discover. Why are we discussing it? For the simple reason that when you go to the interview in front of the CSE board, your interview board in the CSE, then you should not feel embarrassed that you were not doing anything, or you haven't achieved anything significant in your life. You are just a nerd who was fixated at the CSE, was obsessed with CSE. So such impression should not be created there. And everybody likes, our society worships the people who are successful, of course, like financially, and only those people can have the mental peace, and they can go into some other uh, adventurous ventures. And I consider the CSE being the one very dangerous one. So in such a situation, it becomes very prudent, it becomes, sorry, very important to take the decisions prudently, pragmatically. And it's just the atmosphere which is very overpowering. The coaching industry, the media, the society, which has put so much of value on the CSE, and has got the attention of the candidates fixated on the CSE only, that they avoid the thoughts on the future prospects. What if not the CSE? Because empirically speaking, CSE has got a very less chances of getting into it. So a person should be foresighted, futuristic in the life, and should be realist if not a pessimist, and should be aware of all the avenues out there, should plan and chart out the strategy, keeping a broad mind, considering all the pros and cons of everything, every decision he or she takes, ending with a brilliant quote that comes to my mind at this point of time, that give your best and be prepared for the worst. Okay, so you should consider the worst case scenario when you are thinking to enter into the CSC. I have got a lot of experience and I have a mastery over lots of subject in CSC. And now when I am like when I have decided to come out and help the community, like help the people, the candidates out there, I didn't go for making some videos uh, on the specific subjects like Lakshmikant, the spectrum, and discussing current affairs, and that all. Everybody is doing it. Everybody literally is doing it, but nobody is thinking about it, about the backup, about the cushions. This act as a cushion. Like if you have got a solid degree, it acts as a cushion. So over the past few years, of late, there is rising consciousness, but people are just speaking that you should have the backup, you should have the backup, but nobody is tangibly, effectively, actually saying like what could be that backup and how to go about it, right? So it is very very important. So do not forget to check out other videos. And with this, signing off, wishing you all the best. Jai Hind.